Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at a tank that Wargaming are giving you guys for absolutely nothing. Now, people are often criticizing Wargaming for their decision making and things they do, you know, tanks they bring into the game, overpowered tanks, the price of tanks. But what people doesn't often do is praise Wargaming. Now, I know Driddles made a video a few months ago praising Wargaming and telling people why this game is actually a free-to-play game. Yes, there are premium tanks out there that are completely broken, bonkers, OP, you know, smashing and annihilator, etc, etc. But what Wargaming does really good is giving away tanks, and good tanks as well. It's not always bad tanks Wargaming give away. Now, this tank here, the Panzer IV-S, is one of, if not the best tier 6 premium tank in the game. Of course, you do have the Cromwell B, which is also fantastic, but tier for tier, I mean, the gun of this, the armor profile, the damage per minute, this tank has it all. This tank really does have it all, and you can pick it up for nothing, absolutely nothing. All you've got to do is subscribe to my channel. I'm joking. Well, you have to subscribe to the channel, of course, but all you got to do is go to this subscription and claim it, and that is all you do. And you've got to do that for 10 days, and it's as easy as that. It's as easy as that, and then you get a brand spanking new tank in your garage, or some credits if you haven't got them already. So it's good, and I praise Wargaming for giving away these tanks. I mean, especially a tank like this. And the best thing of this, if you are a free-to-play player and don't have any premium tanks whatsoever, I mean, I highly doubt that, because Wargaming do often give a lot of tanks away, even for a free-to-play player. But if you haven't got any premium tanks, this tank is all you will need. You won't need anything else. You could build up your credits with this. You can even build up your average damage with this. Yeah, it's a really nice tank, and it's definitely worth picking up for free. So what are the stats of the tank? So it's only got 1,000 hit points. Of course, it's only a tier 6 tank. The turret armor is actually quite decent, quite bouncy at 130 millimeters. Of course, you can't rely on that, but it's still a pretty decent turret. The penetration, or the DPM, 2,193, decent DPM. The reload is only 4.3 seconds. Penetration is 150 millimeters. So you can see the turret 130, your penetration only 150. You're only just getting through your own tank when you're looking at it. And of course, you can run enhanced armor, etc., and you can get the effective armor up by using the gun depression as well. So the penetration on the APCR 194, I mean, that'll get through most. You won't need to run calibrated shells, because you're only up against tier 7s, and there's not that many tier 7s you won't be able to go through with that APCR. Of course, HE only 20 millimeters. Average damage, you're doing 160 per shot, and 135 if you're shooting the Pramo, and 200 if you're shooting the HE. Aim time pretty good at 2.6, dispersion pretty good at 0.299, and it does have a nice 10 degrees of gun depression with 44 kilometers an hour speed. So you can see with that gun depression, with that turret, it's a bouncy turret. I mean, you will get some bounces in this tank, and I've noticed that by playing this tank. Now, the other tank that is equally as good in tier 6 is the Cromwell B, and Wargaming often sell that tank for really cheap as well. But over the two, I mean, I like the Cromwell B because the gun depression is just absolutely fantastic. DPM is kind of similar to this, but this also, because you can't get bounces in the Cromwell B. You've got 0 armor, literally nothing, whereas this, at least you've got armor. Now, this poor leopard has just been deleted 30 seconds into the game. He gets deleted, he gets ripped apart and sent back into the garage. And I love these kind of guns. I mean, those of you that have been around to the channel for a long time knows I like my pew pew guns. I love it. I love poking on a ridgeline, especially a tank with a bit of gun depression and a turret, and I just love poking in and out, shooting, and then sort of 3-4 seconds later, shooting again. I love it. I love the perma-tracking, or the ability to perma-track if it does pay off. Yeah, it's because it's fun. It's more fun in a medium like this when you're shooting every 4 seconds, and if you're running the your adrenaline, it's even less than 4 seconds. Over a heavy tank where a heavy tank's more boring. I mean, yeah, you'll get the bounces, etc. But this, you have the gun depression, you have the DPM, you got the speed. It's a lot more fun playing this than it is any tier 6 heavy. Of course, you've got the KV2 that can have a bit of fun in, not so much now. And there are other tanks out there. There's tier 5s out there that you can still have fun. And of course, there's a few tier 6s that you can have fun. The ARL, you can have fun with. There's a few others. There's a few other tanks. The VK36H, again, is another tank you can have mega fun in. But yeah, medium-wise, this tank has it all. It has the armor. Don't look at that shot there. Close your eyes and just pretend that shot never happened. But you can see we're still pumping HE into that Nashorn. We don't have any penetration on the HE, but the Nashorn doesn't have any armor. So we was able to get a few HE shots into that guy. And before you know it, almost 2k. I mean, 1800 damage, not bad whatsoever. So we got just one more game here. This game was unfortunate because none of my team, including myself, wanted to cap bases. So we're not going to watch the whole game. We're just going to watch the best parts of this game, and it just goes to show how to really play the tank, the positions to sort of get in, and overall, like, for free, why not pick it up? Why not pick it up? If you haven't got it, just sign in 10 days in a row, or 10 days. If you miss a day, of course, you can buy the extra for gold if you do have that gold. But yeah, just sign in every day, get the subscription. Of course, you need to accept the subscription every day, and then the tank is yours. The tank is yours. It's as simple as that. So I do praise Wargaming for doing this. It is great for those free-to-play players, and even the newer players. You know, you're only tier 6. You're not getting a tier 8 tank where there's new players playing tier 8s that's going to just completely mess up your win rate. This is just tier 6. You're going to come up against tier 5s. Of course, new players can get tier 5 after a couple of battles. So these kind of tanks, these kind of premium tanks are really good for the new player. And those just wanting to farm credits, those players, the newer players, or even players that haven't been that have been around a while, if they've got no credits, it's a tank that can farm credits as well. And you can see here we bounced 250 damage. We don't want to push these guys just yet. We actually want to cap the base because the enemy have got 2 bases. But yeah, for some reason I just go out of the cap, and you can see I get ripped apart from the SU-100Y and this Matilda. Now this Matilda actually has fantastic DPM. It's like every 2.8 seconds reload. So I'm pleased that he's gone. And of course the Stug 3 here, he's also got good DPM, and overall it's a fantastic tank. But we're still winning. I mean, we're winning on tanks. We don't win on supremacy points. They've got 2 bases. I just want to clear these tanks up very quickly. So now the SU has taken out the spike on my team, so I really wanted to get around him, and hopefully that he wasn't looking. But it's now a 3 versus 3. The SU's looking directly at me. There's 2 tanks behind. Of course they don't want to sit in the cap. The cap around A, of course, if you are going to cap that base, you are sort of in the open, and with the SU-100Y in the position he was at, he was kind of stopping me and my team from capping the base. So now again, time is running out with the supremacy, so I want to get as many shots or as much damage as I can, as quickly as I can, to clear these guys and then go on to cap some bases. Now I didn't expect that not to pen. I was hoping that would pen. Very troll. Now I know he's reloaded, so I just need to try and bait him as much as I can. Of course the turret on this is still red, and I do manage to get the miss. So unfortunately the enemy are now on 3 bases. They've got 3 bases. I'm almost a one-shot. I've got a one-shot M4A2E4 there, and the bathtub over there, the S35. So it is going to end up being a loss. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a free tank. Wargaming, well done. Thank you for giving players free tanks. It's good to give, and they are actually giving a very good tank. So snap up this opportunity, guys. Get the tank and you will actually have fun in this tank because it is a decent tank. You can see we even managed to get a bounce from our rear, but we are about to die and we are about to lose, so I'm going to end the video right there. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you do manage to get this this tank. All you got to do is sign in for 10 days and the tank is yours. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.